On the Global TV News Express headlines, Tinubu mourns ex-COA's Chris Ali. Appeal Court affirms Benue governorship elections. COASU commends President Tinubu for suspending 40% deduction for varsities IGR. FCT Primary Health Care Board moves against mutating polio virus. Plus, Shakira settles Spain tax fraud suit with $8 billion fine. Stay tuned with us for the main stories. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV News Express live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Fauziya Lukman. President Bola Tinubu has extended his sympathies to the families of the late Chief of Army Staff, Major General Chris Ali, and the Nigerian Army over his passing on Sunday. President Tinubu sympathized with contained in a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngilali, on Monday. The late Major General Ali was the Chief of Army Staff from 1993 to 1994, where he retired from the service. Mourning Ali, President Tinubu described his passing as a painful loss, saying he served his country faithfully. Major Ali held other important positions in the Nigerian Army, such as the Director of Military Intelligence, before his elevations to Chief of Army Staff. He was a respected officer. Vice President Kashim Shettima has emphasized the importance of education and collaborating in propelling the nation towards a brighter future. He said universities should take the lead in Nigeria's quest for social, economic, and political development. Addressing the University of Ibadan Muslim Graduate Association (UIMGA) at the grand reception organized in his honor in Ibadan, Shettima, who was represented by the Special Assistant to the President on Special Duty, Office of the Vice President, Jamiu Abiola, paid tribute to the University of Ibadan for shaping his worldview and instilling in him the values of public service. According to a statement by his spokesperson, Stanley Nwokocha, Shettima commended the UIMGA for its remarkable contributions to society, highlighting the initiatives in providing scholarships, conducting workshops, organizing awareness campaigns, and hosting public lectures on critical developmental issues. The federal government has resolved the passport production crisis in the United States of America as the three missions have resumed passport services. According to a public notice posted in the Embassy of Nigeria, Washington, D.C., all passport applicants scheduled earlier for biometrics are expected to come to the mission on Monday. The Chief of Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, will swear in 58 new senior advocates of Nigeria SANs on November 27, 2023, at the main courtroom of the Supreme Court. As part of the program lines up for the 2023-2024 legal year of the court, in line with the age-long tradition, the CJN will, during the special court session, deliver a State of the Judiciary address that would highlight the performance of the Apex Court and the Nigerian judiciary in general in the 2022-2023 legal year. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has affirmed the elections of Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State. It dismissed the appeal by the People Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate in the last governorship elections, Titus Uba. PDP and Uba had challenged September 23rd judgment of the Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, which dismissed their petitions against the return of Alia. Alia contested on the platform of the All Progressive Congress APC as the winner of the governorship election held on March 18th. A three-member panel in a unanimous judgment resolved the three issues that were for determination against the appellants. It held that the appeal was without merit. FCT Primary Health Care Board has declared its commitment to eradicating the circulation poliovirus type 2, which has the capability to mutate. During a media briefing at the mark of the 2023 Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week, the Acting Executive Secretary of the FCT Primary Health Care Board, Dr. Yakubu Mohammed revealed that the board is escalating efforts through comprehensive vaccinations to uphold a zero transmission level. The PHCB Executive Secretary says the exercise will run for a week across the 6 area council of the FCT, targeting children from 0 to 59 months for oral vaccine, with 100,274,417 populations to be vaccinated. The Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union on Monday commended the President Bola Tinubu for listening to the voice of reasoning by suspending the deduction of 40% from internally generated revenues of the federal government-owned tertiary institutions in the country. Tinubu, via the Minister of Education Tahir Mamman at the University of Ibadan, last Friday announced the suspension of the policy, which received widespread criticism from academic unions such as the COAUs, the Academic Staff Union of Universities, and the Academic Staff Unions of Polytechnics, amongst others. The Director of Federal Scholarship Board, Anstar Njajiwo, has called on prospective candidates to be disciplined and focused during the exercise. She gave the charge during the 2024-2025 Commonwealth Scholarship and Fellowship Plan nomination exercise in Abuja. Global TV's education correspondent Subarat Usman was at the ceremony and brings us details.
The director said the Commonwealth Fellowship Plan is highly prestigious as the award covers the awardee and their spouses. Hence, applicants should be focused and dedicated throughout the screening process.
This year, about 2,000 applicants applied through the electronic application system, the EAS. The CSFP is highly prestigious as the award covers the awardees and their spouses. Hence, you should be disciplined and focused during the exercise. I wish to use this opportunity to urge our erudite and credible panelists to continue to adhere to the set criteria of the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission with a view to presenting the usual high-quality candidates.
She urged panelists to continue to adhere to the established criteria for the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission with a view to presenting the usual high-quality candidates for the minister's endorsement. Inaugurating the panelists, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Academic Background, Quality of Study Plan, and Likely Development Impact on completion of the study. It is imperative to present their application based on strongest relevance to national development.
The application and submissions will be graded based on academic merits, quality of your study plan, and likely development impact on completion of your study. It is therefore imperative to further inform you that the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission's nomination criteria gives high priority to application that presents the strongest relevance to national development. In this wise, I want to encourage you all, like the director had already said, to remain disciplined, focused during the interview sessions to enable you qualify for nomination.
Since inception in 1959, more than 30,000 individuals have so far benefited from the awards, and majority of the awardees from Nigeria have returned to make significant contributions to the development of the nation, particularly across the tertiary institution. Swabra Usman, Global Television News, Abuja.
The Gombe State government has appealed to the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, to sustain its intervention in education, health and nutrition, among others, across the state. The State Commissioner for Education, Aisha Tumekari, who spoke on Monday in Gombe, the state capital, said various interventions of the United Nations agencies have been all-encompassing and have left no child behind. She noted that aside from education, the health and nutrition sector of the state are focal points that the state will continue to partner with humanitarian organizations. Earlier, the officer in charge of the UNICEF Bauchi Field Office, Dr. Clement Adams, in his remarks at the 2023 end-of-year review meeting, where the commissioner spoke, drew both government and other partners from Gombe, Taraba, Adamawa, Bauchi, and Plateau states. He said the meeting was to reflect on what was done during the year under review and develop drug activities for the year 2024. He said UNICEF is developing a working plan for next year. The defense headquarters have launched a manhunt for the terrorists who attacked the convoy of Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni heading to Damaturu from Maiduguri when his terrorists ambushed the vehicles in the convoy. Although the governor was not in the convoy, top government officials like the Secretary of Yobe State Government, Baba Wali, and the Special Advisor on Religious Affairs, among others, traveled with the convoy. In a statement on Sunday night, the Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Edward Buba, explained that it took the intervention of troops from the 29th Task Force Brigade who were on patrol during the rescue to rescue and recover 2 vehicles affected in the incident. According to him, the security personnel in the convoy who were injured during the incident included 1 military truck driver, 4 police escort, and 1 DSS operative. The Kano State Police Command on Monday warned against any form of protest following the Court of Appeal's verdict upholding the sacking of the state governor, Abba Yusuf. The command spokesman, SP Abdullahi Kiyawa, in a press statement, said press operatives have credible information that some persons are mobilizing to protect the verdict of the Supreme Court prior to the court judgment. The leadership of both the New Nigerian People Party and the People All Progressive Congress (APC) were invited by the State Police Command, where peace accord was signed on Thursday, November 16, 2023. The objective of the peace accord was to maintain harmony and ensure that political landscape in the state remained peaceful, irrespective of the judgment's outcome. Members of the Judiciary Staff Union in Osun State on Monday blocked entrance to the Osun State High Court in Osogbo in protest against Chief Judge Adekwale Ojo and the management of the activities of the judiciary in the state. The protesting workers, led by Gbenga Eluduri, prevented movement into the premises. Armed with placards with inscriptions such as "Judiciary staff deserve better," "We're tired of oppression and stagnations," and unlawful suspension of judicial staff without recourse to Judicial Service Commission is barbaric, among others, accused Ojo of refusal to pay wardrobe allowances for workers in the last 3 years. More details of this is in our subsequent bulletin. The Anambra State government, through the State Pilgrims Welfare Board, has changed its Christian pilgrimage route from Israel to Rome and Greece for intending pilgrims. This is following the war between Israel and Hamas, which has led to the several casualties and unrest. The notification to that effect was contained in a press statement signed by the Senior Special Advisor to the Governor on Pilgrims, Felicia Uzoma, and the Principal Executive Officer of the board, Obiora Nweke, on Monday. The board said Rome and Greece were selected because they hold immense historical and spiritual significance, offering an opportunity for profound experiences and deeper connections with the Christian faith. You're watching Global TV News Express, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the News Express returns, African countries call for inclusive global tax system. The news continues shortly with details of this and other stories right after this short break. Please don't go away. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of the News Express from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. And on the forest in Isabel Mebarak Ripple, an international pop star professionally known as Shakira has reached a deal with Spanish authorities in her tax fraud case. The deal was announced hours before the singer's trial for tax evasion was meant to commence on Monday. In the suit, it was alleged that Shakira owed over 14.5 million euros on income earned between 2012 and 2014. While she listed the Bahamas as her primary residence during the period, prosecutors claim she had spent the majority of her time in Spain. With the deal, Shakira is now required to pay a 7.3 million euros fine with a suspended 3-year sentence. Shakira has constantly defended her innocence ever since the lawsuit became public. In July 2022, prosecutors offered a deal that the Hips Don't Lie singer rejected after she insisted on proving her innocence in the trial. Shakira also said she needed to move past the stress and emotional toll of the last several years to focus on her kids and career. Let's talk about business now, where the Central Bank of Nigeria has again postponed its meeting of its Monetary Policy Committee despite the surge in inflation. The meeting was scheduled to be held on Monday and Tuesday has been postponed for the second time since Olayemi Cardoso became governor in September. This latest postponement will keep investors and analysts waiting a bit longer for Cardoso's approach to surging inflation, which hit 27.33% in October 2023. International Telecommunications Union (ITU), the United Nations arm in charge of global communications, is preparing for the development of next generation of technology, but a 6GB, by 2030. ITU, of which Nigeria is a member, ruled from Radio Communications Assembly 2023 RA23 concluded at the weekend in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and charted a future direction in radio communication system across member countries. The Assembly adopted a resolution that will guide the development of standards and radio interface of technologies for the 6G of the International Mobile Telecommunications (ITM) systems, amongst others. RA23 also adopted a resolution on gender equality to strengthen, accelerate, and widen active involvement of women in the ITU radio communication sector, ITUR. The Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, NSIE, has launched a $500 million renewable investment platform for limitless energy in order to enjoy the benefits of innovation, growth, and economic transformation. Speaking on the partnership at the weekend, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the NSIE, Aminu Umar Sadiq, noted that the collaboration between NSIE and the International Finance Corporation, IFC, is a clear demonstration of its dedication to sustainable energy transmission in Nigeria. The program manager of Ripple, Yusuf Umar, noted that Ripple is committed to empowering the customers with resilient and environmentally friendly energy solutions that will optimize productivity and reduce carbon footprint. African countries have called for an equitable and inclusive global tax system in the United Nations. The continent stated that a new framework convention on the international tax corporations had become necessary to rectify the historical imbalance in global tax governance and offer a more equitable platform for dialogue and decision-making. The leaders of the African Group and permanent representatives of the Republic of Zambia at the United Nations, Charlo Milambo, says the proposal of the Framework Convention on International Tax Corporations was not a mere policy document, but a beacon of hope for developing countries that have long sought a voice in shaping of international tax norms. And a quick look at football now. The set of 6 jerseys that Lionel Messi wore during the Argentina's victorious 2022 World Cup run will be auctioned in December. Sotheby's announcement Monday, estimating their value at $10 million. The football star donned this shirt during the first half of the group stage rounds against Saudi Arabia and Mexico, as well as later games against Australia, the Netherlands, and Croatia, and the final against France. The most expensive individual jersey ever sold at the auction was one that was basketball legend Michael Jordan wore during his NBA final run with Chicago Bulls in 1998. It sold for $100.1 million last year. Auction houses have increasingly taken note of sports memorabilia in recent years, considering a growing market. As we end the News Express today, here's a recap of our top stories. Tinubu mourns ex-COA's Chris Ali. Appeal Court has affirmed Benue State Governor's election. Kwesu commended President Tinubu for suspending 40% deduction for varsities IGR. FCT Primary Health Care Board moves against mutating polio virus. Plus, Shakira settles Spain tax fraud suit with 8.5 million fine. That's it on Global TV News Express. But before we go, here's a quick look at a reminder. We are on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production team, I am Fauziya Lukman, thanking you so very much for watching.